Hey guys, what's up? I'm Matthew Shazman, but you can call me Shazman if you want. And welcome back to the podcast. I'm happy that you guys appreciated the first one that I did. I just want to give you guys a quick update on Dark Souls 3 parody, and I know that you guys are waiting for so long. And it's taking me a lot of time to complete it, but there are some reasons why it's taking me so much. And I'm gonna talk about it in a second. So, okay, let's basically get the sad shit out of the way real quick. So remember when I was working on the Doom cartoon? Back then, my grandmother had a heart problem, and she was at the hospital, and I had to delay the Doom cartoon release. And basically, she recovered after that. She was still, really weak. But after she recovered, a couple weeks before Christmas, she unfortunately suffered from a sudden ischemia, which is kind of a brain damage, unfortunately. So, the situation was really heavy for me because basically my grandmother basically lost some of her abilities to communicate, to comprehend, and she can recognize me. Of course, she can recognize people, but she lost some of her movement abilities, and so she right now has a person helping her. But the really sad thing that struck me is the fact that she was very, an active person, and suddenly she had this problem. So it was very, very heavy, you can probably imagine. And during those days before Christmas, I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't work. I mean, I tried to work, I tried to do something because I had so much stuff to do still. But it was really, really difficult for me to concentrate because I was constantly thinking about sad stuff, And if you're doing something like comedy, if you're drawing something funny, if you are sad, it's not easy. It's not easy. So, basically this is the reason why on the trailer of Dark Souls 3, actually Dork Souls 3, I've put a generic January 2017 date instead of a precise release date, because I wanted to be present with my family to help out. And I'm kinda happy though that, since what I'm doing, it's taking all my time during the day. When you're using your imagination and you're doing cartoons, you kinda go in another place with your mind. So, doing this work, even though it's tough, kinda helps me to not think about the problems, So okay, now that we clear the air, let's bring the atmosphere up and talk about this animation and basically what's left for me to do at this moment. And okay, so right now I am working on the final battle. It's already sketched. I have to do the definitive drawing over it and color it. And also I still have to do the first part, just like one scene that I still have to do in the beginning. And I left that as the last thing to do because I actually have to put the names of the Patreons inside. And so, just in case some people make a donation last minute, I have to add it at the last time, at the last second. So I left that scene, that introduction scene, as the last thing. Basically, it's the scene when the main character rises up from the tomb and he starts his adventure. Which, by the way, the main character is actually me. So, yeah. those are the two things that I still have to draw. And after that, I have to do the voice acting, which will probably take 2 days. And then I have to call some people here to do the other characters. That will take another day, probably, or 2. And done that, I have the sound effects to do, probably around 2 days, maybe 3, and the music. And then it will be done. So, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am sincerely overwhelmed by this animation, because I never worked so much in my life. I think I reached the peak, the limit. In terms of like the quality of the cartoon, I never been so satisfied. And right now I'm like working 11 to 12 hours a day. And by the way, I worked also on Christmas and on New Year's Eve. I'm not kidding. So there's no, you know, there's no room for giving it more energy, you know. This is the peak. I just can't see myself doing another cartoon like this one. This is like huge. And at the moment, I don't know even how long it will be, this cartoon. I think it will probably be like 25 minutes. I hope it's not 25 minutes because it's a little too long. Even though some people appreciate longer cartoons. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. In this cartoon, I've put so much thought in every scene. Basically, what I want to do is something that you guys, you will need like to see this video 3 times to digest every detail. And I'm not talking only about the Easter eggs, just and there are like little gags, little funny stuff in the background. There's always something going on in every scene, you know? So it's like super dense with stuff. And that basically never happened before, I think, in one of my animations. I think this cartoon is very similar to my Fallout 4 animation, but it's even different than that, because every scene is like bam, bam, bam. It's like a joke. You're constantly like hit with jokes every scene, you know. And I think this type of cartoon is like the perfect balance for me. Like for example, Doom. My Doom parody was a little more, you know, set like a movie. There was like a more story. In this case, it's just, you know, situations one after the other, and I really love this type of comedy, you know. So I think this is like the perfect balance. So yeah, I'm really confident. I'm really happy of the results when I watch the video back and forth. Which, by the way, it's divided in like 5 parts at this point. This video is so big that my Flash project is constantly crashing, and I have to divide the project in like 5 parts. And you're probably thinking, wow, that's great, but it's not actually great, because let's say that I have to modify something, okay? If I modify the main character, I have to modify the character also in the other parts, okay? So I have to open the other part, like part 3, change, import the character that I modified, and yeah, so it's very, it's not a good way of working. It's not flexible, you know. So, but I have to do this because the program is crashing. It can't handle so much, so much graphics, you know. So, yeah, right now the cartoon was divided in 4 parts. Right now it's in 5 parts. It's crazy. It's so crazy, man. I think like Fallout 4, my Fallout 4 animation was divided in 2 parts. Yeah, but this one is divided in 5 parts. Just to give you, you know, an idea of the scope. Okay. So every time I finish a cartoon, I get more experience, and I can project how much time will take me to do this and that. But every time, you know, I try to make something a little better, you know, I try to improve myself. And so since every time I improve, every time it takes me more time, you know. So so it's always difficult to know how much time will take you to do something. if you are constantly bringing more stuff, more quality, more more improvements in the process. So right now I can tell you that I am in schedule to release this at the end of this month. Bear with me if I will take like an extra week, please. And just know that it's all for the good, because I'm really happy with this animation. Never been so happy of an animation in my entire life. So okay guys, so let's go to the second topic real quick. The second topic is about my next animation. You didn't expect that, huh? But yeah, so I kind of decided what I will do after this parody, because the support that I got lately on Patreon is awesome. I got over like 50 patrons right now, and yeah, I know that there's people that have like 10 times the success and the support that I have, but for me it's a great goal having like 50 patrons, because I don't have many connections, since I live in Italy, and if you live in Italy instead of the US, you know less people, you have less connections, so I'm really grateful of this result. And you guys know that you guys already know that the reason why I make these long ass videos is because doing short videos on YouTube today is not worth it. And I don't mean that it's not worth it because you get I'm greedy, no, it's because when you're doing short animations, it takes so much time, and the money that you get from YouTube is so low that you can't sustain it. You just can't sustain it. So let me give you an example. Let's say that I do like a parody for a new game, and doing that cartoon takes me, let's say like a month of work, and I work like 10 hours a day, okay, which is crazy. I do that video, it's like 6 minutes long, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, which is already, it's difficult doing a 6 minutes video. But let's say that it gets viral and I get 1 million hits. Yeah, even if it's like viral, the money that I get from 1 million hits, it will be like roughly around maybe $200 or $300 at best. Okay, so basically YouTube pays me. I would get more money like swiping the streets, working as a janitor, which is ridiculous. I know, but it's ridiculous. Instead, if you do long videos, YouTube can put more ads and you get more money, which is not a lot of money still, but it's a little better, So you guys right now, at the level of patrons that I have right now, I'm almost at the point that I can be completely disconnected from YouTube in terms of relying on the money that YouTube give me, because you guys are taking care of me, and so I can decide if I want to do short videos or long videos. It doesn't matter, and so if you guys are taking care of me, I can do more cartoons, even if they are shorter, like like a video game comes out and I want to do like a 2 minutes animation, I can do that, I don't have to think, oh shit, I have to do like a longer videos, because I can do that because it's too short, and on YouTube I don't have enough, I can't cover the cost, of the video, and so this is amazing. It's amazing that Patreon allows me to finally do what I want, and also take the strain out of this type of life that I'm doing right now, because I don't have a social life anymore, because these animations are taking away everything that I have, in terms of my free time. So if I do like short videos, I think that I finally can ease, the strain. And this is really thanks to you guys. You know who you are, and thank you for supporting me on Patreon, because you guys are basically determining the future of this channel. And if you know people that would like to see more funny animations, please tell them about how to support me, because even if some people give me $1, yeah, $1 is not very much. It's like a coffee, $1 amount is ridiculous, but still for me, really, it's a lot, because you're showing me support, you're showing me that you want more of my creations, and when a lot of people decide to do the same, it changes everything, And so going back on topic, I kind of decided what I want to do as the next animation. Remember that I was thinking that maybe I could do like a Deus Ex Mankind Divided, but okay, scrap that, because I had some ideas, but they were not that great. And also, this Deus Ex game kind of went under the radar, so let's forget about that. Instead, I have already wrote when I'm like eating and doing other stuff, I kind of wrote down a lot of jokes about a Final Fantasy 15 animation. Okay, I already have a lot of jokes already written down, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to do a parody about that. So this parody will be a short animation, okay? And I will take the risk of doing this. I will basically get like zero money from YouTube, but I'm ready to take that risk because I love this animation piece that I wrote, and I want to make it come true. And hopefully with your help, and also the revenue from the Dark Souls 3 parody, I will be able to sustain this. So bottom line, guys, I knew it that this podcast will become long, almost as the other one. Fuck. But I really wanted to tell you all this stuff. I really wanted to share with you guys what happened, unfortunately, this last month, and my plans for the future, and tell you how much I care about your support and the fact that you're shaping the future of my channel. So also, yeah, Dark Souls 3 is coming, don't worry. I wanted to tell you that the quality is there, that I'm happy, and it's coming soon, and there's not much time to wait still, finally. So I'll catch you later, guys. Probably the next thing that you will see uploaded on this channel will be the cartoon, the final cartoon. And as always, if you want to see some, like previews and sneak peeks from the cartoon, be sure to follow me on Twitter and on my Facebook page, okay? I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.